My headlamp ran out of juice and was only able to power up on the lowest light setting, which isn't enough for me to walk quickly. So I have it plugged in, but it's really loose, so I have to hold on to it to keep it plugged in enough to get to the higher light setting. I've been pushing really hard to make it over Gray's Peak today so that my food supply will be good. And I think that's it up there. I just filtered a lot of water there. My hands are so cold. I can see the frost here. So tomorrow is Labor Day, which means today I've seen about 60 day hikers so far, and I anticipate seeing probably 100 more. I'm getting kind of close to the peak of Gray's, and Gray's Peak is the tallest point on the Continental Divide Trail at about 14,250 feet. I got some spontaneous trail magic, some extra water so that if I want to do the Argentine spine, I can, and some food, some Nutri-Grain bars. That's Tori's over there.
There is one right there and one right there.
Oh.
Oh, you mean...
I'm leaving the summit of Gray's Peak and I'm heading to Mount Edwards, via this ridgeline. So climbing today. Oh, poor baby. I got a sprained ankle too. Hey. He made it past me to the other side. He came within about 9 or 10 feet. I just sat down and let him pick his way around me. He was a little unnerved, but then he got over it, and that was really cool. Sometimes I have to decide, stay high on more solid rock but with more of a drop on the left, or go low where the footing's a little shakier with loose rocks. I like it best when there's a solid rock that I can hold on to for support. I've been making my way across this knife edge for about 2 hours, and I've gone 0.9 miles from the Peak of Grace. But I'm going really, really slow because safety. Oh my goodness. That was one of the hardest things I've done in a long time. What time is it? Oh, I can't check while it took me 2 hours and 45 minutes to get to the top of Mount Edwards. And my brain is just, that was 100% concentration. Every handhold checking to make sure it wasn't gonna pull loose, because about 20% of them would. There's Grays, where I came from, all the way up this narrow little thing. My ramen tastes really good today. And the whole time, I didn't make one single mistake. No close calls or slips or anything. So let's try to do that on the downhill. I had heard that this section from Grays to Mount Edwards was spicy, and it was, but it also wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought there were going to be sections where I had no choice but to be walking on loose scree with drop-offs, and I always had the option to be rock climbing instead, which to me felt safer because it was solid rock and I could get my handholds. And sometimes I could do a ridge walk, but I always was walking like a gorilla with my hands out, ready to catch myself if I slipped, and my feet in a fighter's stance just in case the wind picked up suddenly. I could never just stride at any point. Now I can get my poles back out. I had them stowed because I needed my hands. And here's where I have to make a decision. Either the Argentine Spine, about 6 miles more of ridge walk, or the red line for gut hooks that takes me down into that valley to water and camping quicker. I theoretically could camp on the ridge. People say that it's September and it should be dry and I shouldn't get thunderstormed on in the middle of the night, but have I trusted the weather in Montana, Wyoming, or Colorado yet? No. Also, I drank most of that extra water that I got from the day hikers already because it just took me so long to get over the sketchy section. I think my decision's already made. I just have to go down the red line. Here's another good view of what I did. Grays down up to Mount Edwards. It was really hard, but honestly, that was one of the most fun things on trail so far. Had a bit of a low moment. My back is feeling much better and my sprained ankle is healing, but I keep misstepping and re-injuring it a little bit. And it's always when I look off the trail. I'm a very distracted hiker. My eyes are always going this way or that way. There's a tree, there's a mountain, there's a view. I'm looking at mushrooms. Oh, what are those people doing over there? And that's when I stumble and I twist my ankle again. So now I'm thinking I need to just look at the trail the whole time when I'm walking. But I don't like hiking like that. It's not fun. I'm in an area with a lot of mining in its history. I think this is another remnant. I took the road detour so I could get a closer look. There's lots of little mining treasures hidden off this road. The detour does end with a wet crossing though. That vlog doesn't quite make it far enough. These are my hiker legs right now. Very tan and very sunscreened. Kinda clean now. I have a decision to make. Red line that way, or go into the town of Montezuma. The red line is said to have a kind of sketchy traverse getting back up onto that ridge, which I don't really want to do. And Montezuma, all I know about it is that one comment said it's kind of an eccentric little town. I don't think it has any services or food, anything. Maybe just some old buildings. I think it was an old mining town. I don't know, that sounds cool. I hiked up really far from the road to be away from that, and I ended up really close to another road. But I think it's okay.